Hello, one and all. This is Luckless Lovelocks. Welcome back to Orwell. Ignorance is strength. We learned a lot of stuff in the last episode. One of the things that did kind of startle me a bit was that Rabenvart lost his ability to walk due to being buried under concrete blocks after bombing of a school in Prava. And that was before he immigrated to the nation. That, of course, he was the principal of that school as well. And I wonder if Oleg Bakai's daughter attended that school. I'm pretty sure she did, and I wonder what happened to her. We found out more about the relationships between Rabenvart and his wife, Karen. He met Karen when he came over to the nation. She was working in one of the refugee camps there, and he said something to the effect of that she was like the only glowing light within that darkness of that refugee camp, which he described as pretty dire. And we also found out more about the relationship between Rabenvart and Ilyavard, his brother. They seem to have a really close relationship. I believe they came over together, and Raben wants Ilya to take more of a role in writing for the blog. And he is in the process of writing what sounds like it's going to be like a scathing article that's supposed to come out pretty soon. So we're keeping an eye on the pending article drafts, to see what's going to be coming out of there. And of course, just to recap the objectives that we're currently working on, we need to find a motive for Rabenvart's threat against Oleg Bakai, find a way how Rabenvart was able to contact Oleg Bakai as well. We got access to his phone, and one of you brought up an interesting point, the phone of Oleg Bakai, that this phone is probably compromised, so the information that we find there should probably take with a grain of salt, including the location of where he's at right now. We could be getting played with that phone. And there is an outstanding decision that we have to make between this conflict. Did Oleg Bakai leave Parges for the nation to find work? Or did Oleg Bakai not ever want to go to the nation because he doesn't think highly of it? And I'm not sure if we have enough information. Like, I think he ended up going to the nation for work, but was that the reason for doing it? Or was he somehow maybe forced to go? I don't know. I don't think we have enough information to make a decision on this yet. So I'm gonna hold off, because there's a lot more stuff, a lot more information that we could take a look at before we move on. So let's do that. We've got the information about Rabenvart's immigration to the nation. So let's take a look at that first. And also, one of you mentioned that we should be uploading these pictures because they could give us links to other information, like stuff that's in the background, or maybe something that they're wearing. So I am going to start uploading these new pictures, because it could make a difference. Nothing there. Social security number issued upon arrival. Let's grab that. I feel like we should already have that information, shouldn't we? Date of birth. We don't have a date of birth yet. I thought we had that information before, but I guess not. So let's throw that on. Nothing new. Place of origin, Prava. Principal, occupation, secondary school teacher. We've got a notebook. Date of registration. This is the date that he came in. Okay. Well, right after the safety bill came into effect. Bad timing from their point of view, I guess. Okay, well, maybe we can get access to his notebook. Excellent. With that, we'll be able to get a glimpse directly into the lion's den, and probably useful data on our targets. Got a new insider source. Desktop, let's take a look. Jump right in there. The People's Voice. Speaking out loud what needs to be said, of course. Freedom Plaza. This is where the bombings were happening. It says to do. what is there to do? That is weird. System. Browser history. Pargesian Patriots. Cassart Awards Bravest Soldiers 2013. It's a National Beholder article we've taken a look at before. Oops. Headlines. Nothing new here. Maps for Bonton. Perko leaks. Operation Flying Dog. Look up web search Oleg Bakai Pargesian Army. Bravest Soldiers 2013. Maybe he's trying to figure out how Oleg Bakai got promoted so quickly. Knowledge is power. We give the power back to the people. This is like a WikiLeaks thing. Operation Flying Dog is a document about how the Pargesian soldier Oleg Bakai was arrested by soldiers of the nation after an incident during the Civil War, only to be released again later and placed as a spy within the Pargesian army. The document shows how the administration of the national government pulls strings inside the Pargesian army in order to enforce their power in Parges. So this definitely supports the idea that he didn't want to go there, that he was forced to go. I'm gonna upload that. That probably goes on to Bakai, right? Damn it. I knew he must have been revealed. This changes everything. If Bakai's secret is out there, then that's how Vart came across the info. But this alone doesn't appear to be enough of a motive. Agent, I hate to say it, but with this new perspective on the situation, we have to put Bakai's loyalty into question. If you find any hints at possible disloyalty of our agent towards us, you need to let me know immediately. That's huge. Let's take a look. Like, is this a good source of information? WikiLeaks is a database of classified media which we receive from anonymous sources. We believe that the people have a right to know certain things, and through this platform we provide this knowledge, which would otherwise be censored or entirely kept from the public. So far, we have never published false information. Okay. And the documents we provide are always closely examined and analyzed prior to publishing. Our most prominent leaks so far was the footage of torture and murder during the Pargesian War, committed by soldiers of the nation, clearly showing multiple violations of basic human rights and corruption. Our goal is to provide the public and journalists with information that needs to be published and is vital for the people to know, especially at times when their leaders lean toward corruption and secret power through tools such as online surveillance. Uploads. Only accept uploads of documents about official operations sanctioned by the nation. All other uploads will be rejected. If you'd like to provide us with documents you think are relevant and the public needs to know about, please upload them here. We can upload documents? Whoa, that's a game changer right there. I don't think we're there yet. And also, do we even have any documents to upload? Oh, we do. I was just thinking. We have this file. We could upload this file. I assume. I don't know how we do that. Like, maybe this? Wow. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking, but now I'm really edging towards that one choice. This one. Doesn't think highly of the nation and never wants to go there. We have to find out what the incident was that caused him to get arrested. Let me just read this again. Leave Parges, and that is how you abandon not only your hometown, but your own home country. And go where? The nation? This pitiful stretch of land? Never. Believe me, you'd be better off dying as a loyal citizen of Parges than as an inferior renegade. In fact, I have devised my own way on how to protect Prava and show that I am a true Pargesian patriot. I'm going to volunteer for the Pargesian army and fight to free this country from the plague known as the FTP. One thing I really wanted to do is take advantage of this record of attendance. We need the date that Rabenvart hurt himself, with the date the bombing happened. Could try this. No attendance records, because the school wouldn't have existed anymore. We need a date for that. I don't know if I want to upload this portrait. Let's try just to see if something changes. Oh, we get something new? Oh, there's the draft. Oh, shoot. We gotta take a look at this. This could be really important. Something really bad could happen. The people's voice, right? Once more, the innocent will be punished. Iliavart. The assault on Stelligan University is a horrific and terrible crime, but we all know that not the real perpetrators will be punished for this. It's not up to me to speculate who might have caused the terror attacks, but one thing is certain. The Pargesian people will be blamed, and are the ones who are going to suffer, especially the ones living in the nation, no matter what their citizenship really is. What hardships they might have suffered themselves already, no matter how many prejudices and hate they have already faced in the nation. These are the people who are going to suffer, not the perpetrators. Okay, well, I don't know if he's going to add to this, but this is just an opinion, right? Like, it's something too scathing. Maybe it's Journey. Is there a date here? No. I was hoping there's a date we could pick out. Okay, well, let's keep looking. But I am tempted to pick that one choice that Oleg was not happy to go to the nation. Let's go with the rival. Oh yeah, this is okay. We actually read this before, but I guess we have an option to report this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get her too involved in this unless we absolutely have to. Private City, what are you planning on doing against the FTP? Oh, right, okay. I remember this. This is where we have our decision to make, okay. I guess we're at the point where we probably have to make that decision, don't we? $34,500 inhabitants. Jerome Flowers. Town hall restoration. Mammoth skeleton found on outer edge of Prava. New private citizens board for residents. Since the situation in Parges is slowly calming down, this is in 2008, it's really hard to keep track of all the dates. I don't know how well you guys are doing with it, but it's hard for me. My mind isn't good at remembering dates to begin with. And we all need to stick together after years of conflict and war in our beloved home country. The city administration has decided to provide citizens of Prava with a new way of connecting and communicating. Whether you're in need of household devices, would like to share useful knowledge, your neighbors just wish to chat, the new Prava online forum provides residents with a new way of local communication. You may sign up for the Prava Citizens Board. Okay, you know what? Let's go back to the computer because we were looking at that, and we didn't look at the whole thing. Pictures. Was a rugby coach. Okay. It's not really... it's not too important to report, I don't think. Huh. You know what this picture reminds me of? It reminds me of a picture from... It reminds me of this picture. Is that... That looks like it could be Pakai, right? 2017. Oh, this is him in hiding. This has got to be him in hiding, right? It's today. Okay. Is it possible that Vart is keeping him hidden? Has been talking to President Kassart directly. That's pretty big. What? He talked to Kassart directly and didn't inform us? Damn it. I'll have to assume this shows disloyalty towards us. Otherwise, he would have reported that in. I don't know if I should have jumped all over that. Kai deal. Cooperate. Okay. Cooperated with Oleg Bakai at a school. A deal at a school? What about? They probably planned this whole thing. I bet you they planned this whole thing. What's more, the innocent will be punished. What happened? Oh, okay, they published the article. Terror strikes Bonton and Pargesians are blamed. Let me just, I don't know if there's any changes. What do they want, these terrorists? They want to promote terror, to cause public outrage, fear, and societal unrest. They want people of the nation to live in fear. And more specifically, they want to use this fear against the people. It's not up to me to speculate who might have caused these terror attacks. But one thing is certain. The Pargesian people will be blamed, and are the ones who are going to suffer, especially the ones living in the nation. This is the same, I think. No matter what their citizenship status is, what hardships they might have suffered themselves, already from the national exploitation of their own country, no matter how much prejudice and hate they have already faced in the nation. These are the people who are going to suffer, not the real perpetrators. Welcome to a fair and just, developed country where everyone gets what they deserve. Welcome to national justice. Yeah, the draw's gone. Okay. They made a deal at the school. Bet you Bakai's daughter's here. Philosophy class 2007. We don't have a picture for her yet. I bet you she's in here. I need that date. 2007. Nothing. I want to check one more thing. I want to check. I think I've checked this a few times, but I want to triple check. There's no dates here. I wish I could pick these dates. Plop into here. I'm just checking again. 2011's not the date. 2017's not the date. Nothing. Okay, let's continue. Summer 2013. That's his brother, that's his wife, that's him in the wheelchair. Okay. Makes sense. Gosh, what did he throw out? A token of my appreciation for your blog. From unknown sender, 9:03 a.m. on April 10th, 2017. It's 3 days ago. Token of my appreciation for your blog. Raban, I found something you might be very interested in. That's what, okay, that's the email that that David Johns sent. I've done some digging through the document, and there was even a phone number of a device they issued to this guy. Oh, like Kai. No need to thank me. Is it the same number that we had for him? This proves that proves what you've been writing about for such a long time. Make everyone see it. David Johns. Different phone number. The number for Bakai's protected office phone is out there? This cannot be happening. This is how Rebenvart reached him. And who knows how many other people have this info now. This is a complete disaster. Okay, we've got to make a choice. I think it's time. And I'm going to roll with... 14-year-old daughter. This always bugged me because it doesn't jive with what he said before. But it could have been maybe like 3 years later. After they made the original deal. I'm gonna go with this. Is that so? Doesn't exactly account for his loyalty to us. That's it. There's no other response. Wow. I'm surprised that decision didn't unlock anything. So where do we go next? There's lots of stuff that we could report, but I don't know that I want to. We can report stuff about how Robin feels. Nothing new on the desktop. It's rugby coach. I mean, I guess we can report this, but I don't know. She's probably gonna say this is useless information. No. Aims to destroy the cooperation between Cassart and Blaine. I mean, we know that. We got a little hubris going, haven't we? No such thing will happen. Cassart and Blaine working together is the best thing that could have happened to Parges. Why destroy it? I guess I have to report this. Robin Vart married his assigned social worker. You find this as odd as I do? Okay. We can upload a document. That just seems like a really bad idea. Still need to find a date for this. And what else haven't we reported yet? We know he's part. That's not going to make a difference. Thinks the FTP is fighting for the right causes. Terrorist fits the picture. Being attacked about him allegedly threatening Oleg Kai. This doesn't seem very relevant. Let's report this about the shelter that he wanted to build. There we go. An autonomous shelter at a school seems a bit overprotective if you ask me, but then again, considering he thought about getting the army for protection, this pales in comparison. Is he in? Maybe he's in the shelter. Oh. An unsung hero that you need to know about. My brother is a hero, and this article will prove it to you. Okay. We have not been maintaining this blog for a while. We've not been maintaining this blog for a while. I would now like to renew it by telling a story. Here we go. The full story. The story of an unsung hero that you simply need to know about. The story of a person who never got the credit he deserves, which I will now change. It is the story of my brother, Raban, who wrote most of the previous articles for this blog. Raban has told you about our long and troublesome journey from Parges to the nation, about how we had to live in a refugee camp for an inhumanely long time under terrible conditions, and about why we had to leave our beloved hometown. You, my dear readers, have, in a way, been on this journey with us, but he has never told you about the fact that he lost his ability to walk during the terrible events in Parges. He has not told you about why he made this sacrifice, and what a true hero he really is. Raban is not a man who likes to share his personal stories, but I have decided that it is time. Especially if you're a reader from our home country of Parges. You ought to know this about my brother. The incident that finally forced us to leave Parges was tragedy, especially in the eyes of my brother. Prava Secondary, the school that Raban was teaching at, and had in fact helped to build with his own two hands, was bombed to the ground. A place of learning. a place of safety, a place that Raban had always offered the Pargesian children the opportunity of a good education. It was nothing more than a smoldering rubble. During the bombings, most of the children from Raban's 6th grade class had been trapped in the school garden shed, as they had not been able to make it to the safety of the library, which they had been using as a bomb shelter. We saw pictures of what looked like Oleg Bakai, surrounded by books, dated today in the morning. I bet you that's where he's at. Against what everyone told him to do, Raban ran out of the shed and saved these children from certain death in this hellish attack. He did not rest until every one of them was safe in the library. Without his brave escort, they would not have made it to the shelter, where they were able to wait in safety until the bombing was finally over. The shed was destroyed only minutes later. But Raban himself, he had not made it safely back before the bombs dropped. He was buried under rubble for almost a day, clinging to his bare life until we finally discovered him. But he had paid a high price, his ability to walk. I cannot tell you how much I admire my brother for so much bravery. And although I know that he would never have permitted me to write this article, I have decided that you, dear readers, simply need to know about this. Saving others while risking his own life. Now I see why his followers treat him almost like a religious figure. Well, Agent, I think it has become clear already that Raban Vart is only a shadow of his former self. His actions today are what matters. His reactions. The lone Triplet survivor. Wow, just wow. You're a true hero. Pargesian hero, refugee, hashtag save Parges. I only did what I had to do. The FDP should pay for this. It was them who were responsible for this horrific attack. Oh, this is the story. Pargesian school hit by several missiles due to FTP siege. Secondary school in Western Parges was bombed by rebel organization Forces of True Parges. A school in Prava village in Western Parges was hit by several missiles on Monday afternoon. According to an official statement on behalf of the Army of the Nation, the attack was initiated by rebel organization Forces of True Parges. Intel revealed that the group was harboring key officials who were hiding in the basement, which serves as a makeshift bomb shelter for the Prava secondary students and their families in times of emergency. Oh, okay. There's a report that they were harboring key officials. As reported by the National Army, the rebel group had started the attack as National Army soldiers had surrounded the school, requesting the officials to surrender immediately. The explosion, which was initiated by the FTP, caused the school's principal, Raban Vart, to be buried under concrete and rubble for at least 24 hours. He was saved after rescuers continued to search for survivors among the ruins. A spokesperson of Angels of the Nation, a volunteer team who provide development aid in Parges, stated, Mr. Vart was injured on Monday, December 6, 2010. Oh, we got the date. And was buried at least until late Tuesday evening. If it had been any longer, he would certainly have died. His survival is a miracle. Thanks to the courageous aid workers, the school's principal will soon recover and be able to teach again. Unfortunately, the bombing caused many deaths nonetheless. The total number of victims is yet unknown. Okay, so it's according to an official statement on behalf of the Army of the Nation. The attack was initiated by rebel organization, the Forces of True Parges, because they were harboring officials there. Sounds funky. Lost his ability to walk due to being buried under concrete blocks after FTP attack on his school. We don't know what it conflicts with. It's whether or not the FTP initiated the attack. I think that's what the conflict's going to be here. Okay, we've got the date. Hopefully. let's go back to the search. List of attendees. There it is. His daughter was present on the day her school was attacked. And okay, this conflicts with something, but we're not sure what yet. Okay. Let's keep reading that reaction. No, it was not the FTP. The National Beholder is nothing but a lying, manipulative, brainwashing machine. In reality, it was military bombardment that wounded me severely. So there's the conflict. I'm starting to believe Raban more, but I don't know. This is tough. You have my utmost admiration, sir. It takes incredible courage to risk your own life to save others. You're an exceptionally good person. Like, I don't know. We don't have more. I don't think we have enough evidence to decide which one attacked that I can think of right now. Please do not flood me with compliments. All I want is for my home country to be safe again, and saving those children was the least I could do for Parges. Henriette K says, the thing I admired the most about the Pargesian hero from People's Voice, Rabban Vart is so incredibly humble about it. He almost seems to not want anyone to talk about this. What a genuinely admirable person. I'm simply overwhelmed by how fast this story went viral. Please forgive me if my responses sound a bit dismissive. I'm still trying to cope with all of this attention. We've got another the reaction. Wait, what was this a reaction to? Is Anti-Cassart blog involved in? Okay, this is the original reaction thread. Never would have thought you'd go this far. I always knew you were crazy, but kidnapping a soldier just to get some PR. Your dumb blog's completely mad. I am not responsible for the disappearance of Oleg Bakai. Besides, this man is no angel either. I have reason to believe he was involved in this horrid attack on my school back in 2010. Many children died because of him. I know that he was one of the people in charge during the Pravas school attack. Since knowing that would happen, he did not let his daughter attend that day. What the hell? So you started threatening Pargesians? Okay, that's from before. There's the conflict. Shit. I don't know what to decide on this one, guys. I mean, we have a list of attendants. I'd have to go with the records, right? I think I have to go with the records on this. It's like, would this information be faked? Like, I don't think so, right? And then there's this other conflict. Who actually did the bombing? I'm not sure if we have enough info to decide on that one, but I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna commit to this. His daughter was present on the day her school was attacked. It's right there. Bakai's daughter was present, then surely he was not involved in the attack. I have to make a choice on this? Oh, man. I don't know what to decide. FTP. Okay, there's got to be some other piece of information that I'm missing here. Army of Parges. Like, is this the deal to take care of his daughter? That's what I'm assuming. This could either be that or like a deal. They made a deal to put this whole like crazy plan into motion that we're dealing with right now. Oh man, the thing is if he lied about this, he was involved in this horde attack on my school back in 2010, then it seems likely that he would also lie about this. Military bombing. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to think about this. I think this is a good time to wrap up this episode because I'm gonna. I don't know how long I'm gonna spend trying to decide what to do. So I'm gonna take a look around at the information, and then I'll start the recording the next episode with why I decided to come to the decision that I came to, because I don't think I have a clear picture right now of what the right choice is. So I'm going to wrap this one up here. Thank you so much for watching. This is Luckless Lovelocks signing off for now, and I love you all.